What up? I'm back. Today is March 26, 2023, 7:13. A little late. 2 minutes late. I'm just kidding. I ain't never late. I'm always on time. I'm always on time because it's my time. It's my reality. It's my perception. This universe that I perceive is for me. And that's one thing that I've learned, like so much through all of this. Is like, and this is kind of like a weird narcissistic idea that I am the most important thing in all of the universe. And to me, like, that has to be my highest truth. Because kind of one of the first ideas, this is what's so crazy, is it was almost like a totality. I got hit with a water balloon, just like a big ass water balloon, like a fucking just came out of it, the size of the moon, the size of the sun, and it just dropped on me with boom, all this knowledge, day one, you know, and then like it just kind of just, I knew it, but I didn't, and then it was just like as time progresses, like these ideas were like, they were always me. They were always inside of me. They were always in my blood. They were always in my DNA. They were me. They are me. And so it's like I have to be number one in my eye, always. Even if I have a counterpart, and even understanding that the fantasy of the nature nurture that I needed my whole life, and losing that bond of my mom, you know, within the first week of my life, and not having a mirror, and always feeling alone and separated, and a guest kind of in my family, and then just filled with guilt. So the only thing I knew was I had to survive, and the only way to survive is to freaking blend in, to assimilate to the reality that I perceive around me, because I'm alone. I don't have a buddy. I don't have anyone backing me up, you know, and that's definitely a fallacy, because I had all the universe protecting me and watching me. My creator was watching me. He hit me for a reason, because I couldn't be what I am now back then. I tried, because that was my natural state. But everyone dumbed me down, literally dumbed me down, put me in a fucking cage and locked and threw away the key. And it was ultimately my choice. But it wasn't really a choice, because I wasn't strong enough. I mean, technically I was, but I wasn't strong enough for myself, because I didn't know anything other. And so like now I'm just understanding, like, yes, I have to be number one. Yes, it sounds like a narcissistic idea, but that's because like everyone told, like, all the cues I got my whole life was that everyone else was more important than me, and they was, because like if I was, I'm so fucking smart and can read, and like my emotional intelligence back then was really fucking good. It may not have seemed like it, but when I was reading other people's emotional intelligence, I didn't have enough energy to focus on mine. I was just pissed, because like, I got all these emotions. They're not mine. I think they're mine, but they're not. Because, and so like there was always this gap of shame and guilt that I felt. Always this emotional stuff that I would just grab from fucking everybody, and I knew it wasn't me, but it had to be me because it was inside of me. And I mean, this goes with being an empath, and I'm a Hyoku empath, like the fucking highest of high. I'm the highest of high in everything. I am max in everything, because that is anyone really. You have a max potential. The only difference is like I just am, because that is the makeup of me. I have to be the best, and not in a competitive nature, not in a comparison nature. I don't give a fuck whom you are. I want you to be the best, but this is not a comparison game. We are not comparing. I don't give a fuck whom you are. I don't care what you do. I just want you to be the best, but I'm not going to compare. You need a fucking trophy, I'll give you a fucking trophy. I don't give a shit. If you need me to tell you you're better than me. I mean, I probably won't do that if it's not true, but I may allude to it in a way to pad you, just because I don't need that external validation anymore. And that's manipulation. And so some of what I do is manipulate you. I'm going to tell you this from day one. I tell everyone this. If we talk long enough, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to master manipulate you to find and make you do the best. Every fucking time. I'm going to be straightforward and honest with you. And the only reason why is because you can't accept it. So I have to manipulate my way around it to get you to fucking realize how fucking special you are. And not special like you're different. Special like you're you. Like you're fire. You're everything. You're capable of everything. Whatever it is, whoever you are, like you are you. Like that's the best. Okay? And so yeah, I'll manipulate the fuck out of you. I love it. It's a fun game for me. Because it kind of it integrates my dark side. And I love my dark side. But in order to be your best self, you have to love your dark side. That's a lot of this problem there's a lot of problem with religion they make you run from your dark side. Make you have to always resist it. And it's like, no. Like, that's the worst. Like, anything that you have to resist, like, that's a fucking problem. It's only negative. Because you're resisting. I'm not saying you continue to do the things, but you do have to feel it. You do have to accept it. You do have to look at it. You do have to learn about it. You do have to understand why you love it. Why all this stuff. You don't have to do it, but you have to go and accept it and walk hand in hand with it and then choose from there. Choose for yourself and make up in your mind why you shouldn't do it if it harms you, if it's negative to you. This is all of this. Like, it's so funny because it's like, so much stuff happens within the church, and man, so much stuff happens behind closed doors. And I've watched a lot of people, in the church, and like they hide smoking cigarettes, or they hide drinking, or they hide all this shit. I'm like, just fucking do it. Like, the act of hiding it is disgusting. Drinking, smoking, fine. Be honest about it. We all do things. We all drink Cokes. We all eat all this food that's fucking killing us. So like, but the act is deceit. Like, that's a lie. It's only negative. There's nothing positive that can come from that. Nothing. Like, nothing. And you're only truly actually hurting yourself. And then you're only implementing shame and guilt. This is why you are hiding it. Accept it. And then once you tell everyone and it gets off your chest, it's a lot easier to quit. I'm telling you, like, when you hide shit, it's weird, bro. There's a weird hold on you. Because it's actually kind of, I hate to, the only word that pops up is sexy. It's almost like a sexy idea. I don't know, man. I don't know any other word. That's whatever. But to each his own, man. To each his own. Today was fire. Yesterday was fire. So, I didn't talk last night. I ended up I went to work yesterday. Worked. Did whatever I could without getting underneath the house, but I went ahead and got materials for my plumbing and stuff. And, did some stuff there. And then I went to the art show. And it was perfect, dude. Last night was fun. Last night was awesome. Last night gave me, over the last couple of days, like, I've accepted my past. And I've really appreciated my past. But what's so crazy is, like, within 1 second, like, ideas pop up all the time. And that's why I post what I post on Facebook. And, because, like, when I sit down, I have music, or I'm listening to a talk, and something comes, and I post, and then it's perfect. And like, everything is exactly what it's supposed to be, misspelling and all, man. Because that's me. That's me. I don't give a fuck. I say what I say. I text as fast as I can. I don't care if it's misspelled. Who gives a fuck? Like, really, I told you about the English language anyways. Like, it's retarded. It's stupid. It's slow. It's slow. And, it doesn't... I mean, everything's based on the perception. And this is what I'm saying, like, energy, feelings. When you're with somebody, that's real. That's where you can pick up on lies, and then you can understand what people are saying when you're with them. The inflection in their voice. So it's like all that shit on there is meant to be exactly what it is. And the way I say things and the words that I use, like, it's next level stuff because it's actually simple, and it causes a lot of things. It does. I do it exactly the way I do it for a reason. Number one, like I said, a lot of my reason is to continue to be less than. To have this idea that I am not smart. To have this idea that I'm not fucking next level. To have this idea that the world system is better than me, and it's not. It's dumb. It's falling. I am rising. Okay? And I am doing this without any external information, without news. You know, I do watch movies every now and then. I watched Maverick last night. That was sweet. It was a pretty good movie. And, you know, like I said, I do watch a little bit of stuff, but most of the time, I literally, throughout the day, I'm listening to my content, I'm watching my content, and then I'll switch to music whenever I feel the need to. And, but most of the time, like, I want to watch my content and listen to, well, at least listen to it because I'm working or creating or something. And listen to my content as much as possible. Because I trust me. I don't trust really anyone else, technically. I do trust people. But like, in the higher ups or TV or news or who gives a fuck, man? It's all propaganda. Like, they even told you, they said it before, like, propaganda, anything is okay, especially if we're in a time of war. They can say anything, and then in the election, all kinds of shit, everything can be a lie. It doesn't fucking matter. They can do whatever the fuck they want because they don't have checks and balances. The whole world's running by corporations, and like, the United States of America is a corporation. That's why they're in Washington, D.C. It's their own corporation. It's not even connected to the rest of the United States. It's its own, like, province. I don't know what the term would be. It's their own district, their own state. So, like, look into all of this stuff. It's all a trap. It's all a game, and it's all business. It's all money. You know, and birth certificates, everything, man. It's just money, 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 money. And that's what makes the world go round, when it's like, that's not what makes the world go round. It's the fucking robots. It's the blue collar. It's the working class. It's the middle and lower class that makes the world go round. And it allows the elites to do what they want to fucking do. And it's, you know, I look at it because it sucks. It's like, man, because they're just living their life too. Right? And who's to say that one's right or who's wrong? The only thing that I can say is, like, you're hurting the rest of the world and you're not giving a fuck. Now, there are humanitarians and stuff like that. Yes. But they're, you know, we all have to be humanitarians. Like, that's the point. Not just 1%. Now, I posted a number on Facebook last night about 7 million against, you know, a couple thousand. And I understand that people will be like checking my numbers and like, that's not whatever. It's 2% of the population in America. Now, it doesn't take much for change, to be honest with you. I mean, one person can change everything. So, I know my numbers are right, because once I said it, I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I was like, no, that's right. That's right. Because it doesn't take everyone, number one. It's not going to take everyone. Number two, 80% of the world is sheep and will continue to be sheep because it's easy. It's what they know. They're afraid. You know, they don't want to risk it. You know, they're sheep. Bah. And, whatever, to each his own. Do what you got to do, but you are going to have to fall within laws. Because you're not taking responsibility and stepping up and being part of this. And so, like, I don't care. Because I'm the one stepping out. Therefore, I'm going to make fucking damn sure it's the way that I want it because I'm doing it. This is why I want more people with me. Because I know I only see one perspective. It means I could miss something. So I know I'm not doing this alone. But I need more and more minds. As many as possible. 7 million is plenty. 7 million is plenty. I met a woman last night, dude. Intelligent as fuck. Like, just like me, man. Like, she was so smart. And, but like, people don't know. Like, you never know how smart someone is. And I was thinking about this, too. I was thinking about in the concept of time. In the concept of the now. In the concept of interaction with someone. Like, there's only so much information exchange, right? And so, like, you truly don't even know. And this is why I play dumb with people. Like I said, I play dumb because I want to see your character. I want to see what you do against me. I want to see how you act against me. I want to see your character. And it works every time. It works fucking every time. And it's part of karma. It's part of my judgment because it ultimately it causes you to second. It causes, like, in this era when I'm going to the top, and now you're left behind because you chose and misjudged me, and that's your fault. And then you're gonna regret that for the rest of your life. That's because of your character. Now you can change it, but you missed the boat, probably. Maybe, I don't know. You can still have time to come in and right your wrong. But you actually have to do action. And at least be honest. That's a part of a lot of it. Because once you become honest in that, like that's the lesson. That's the lesson. And when you overcome that, in that honesty on your own, you're taking accountability, you're knowing, you're understanding, and you're doing all this stuff on your own. This is part of what I do. And then destroys your pride and ego, which is the highest thing of everyone. Okay, and so this is why I do everything I do, because it actually makes it easy. It's actually easier the way I do it than you're ever gonna get. I had to do it on my own. At least you're knowing what if you do it and overcome it, you know what you're getting, which is me, which is what you misjudged. And I'm cool, man. I don't care. Like, just be honest. That's the point. Check yourself and then right your wrongs. If not, then it's not my problem when you're in regret for the rest of your life. That's you. It's not me. It sucks, but that's a lot of that free will stuff. That's why I implement free will, because I don't want to force you into that. Technically, sometimes I don't. Now, especially now that I know exactly how I kind of play and work. So, like, it has to be a free will choice to come to me. This is why I don't chase women, especially anymore. Because it's like, if you want me, you better want me, because I flip things. I will change your whole perspective, and you can't go back. I mean, you can, but once you know, you know. Once you see something, you can't unsee it. And so this is why I it has to be free will, because the being of whom I am is a being you've never met. Like, literally, I am one of a kind. And everyone's one of a kind. But I'm talking about some total different shit. Like, I am one of, like, I'm me. And so, the way that I'm connected to things and everything in the universe and my team and my purpose, like, she with me? Something different. You're not. It is what it is. But that's the point. That's the point. And so I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to push anyone because of that. Because man, you can't. I don't know, man. It's really difficult. It's really difficult to explain like the totality of that. Like that's on you, and you're gonna deal with it. You're gonna deal with it, and it is what it is. You create your own life, so you create your own repercussions and have fun with it. But to me, whatever, man. Today was cool. So last night I went to the art show. Fun, man. I had so much fun, and like I said, it just it made me accept it, like 200, 300, completely, like infinitely, my past, and going. It was just a real click. It clicked instantly, and it was like, I don't regret anything that happened. What happened to me happened for me, even though it all happened for me. But you can look, like I said, when you're a victim, everything's happening to you. When you're taking accountability, everything's happening for you or whatever. So, everything. And you understand all of it. And it's like everything was needed. Everything had to happen that way. Like, so there's no point in wasting emotions, time, energy on the past. Other than like for lessons, so you can kind of understand scenarios and stuff like that. But because like I don't understand it anymore. I don't understand like living in the past. It makes fucking zero sense. I don't understand living in regret. Like it makes zero fucking sense. Like me right now thinking about that, other than me coming up with those words, like there's not a positive thing about it. Like none. None. Like it doesn't make sense. Like it's it's uncomputable. Because you cannot do anything about it. You can't change it. You could right your wrong now, but you can't like incapacitate yourself and cry and whine. Like fucking fix it. If that's how you feel, do something about it. Quit crying. Make something happen. Reach out to somebody. Call them. Say, let's talk about this. Like but if you're just like crying all the time and anxious, like it makes zero fucking sense. Like you're putting yourself through it. This is why I say what I say. You're the one creating this in yourself because now you're playing a victim. Oh, I missed out. Oh, this. Oh, that. At least go, well, let me at least call it and we can talk and let's at least end it. So you can at least start healing from it and grieving it if that's what you need to do. But this grief, I guess, is technically a real thing. But honestly, like I went through a little bit of a grieving thing, but not really, man. Not really. Not like a consistent grief. I did in the beginning because I was still healing, but right now, it's like you have to grieve, I guess, but it's not like a consistent grief. It would be like a moment of grief, like a moment. You feel your feelings, and then that's done. A couple minutes, and then maybe you feel your feelings next week. And maybe you grieve that for a minute, or a song will come on, and you can grieve it for a second. But it shouldn't be an incapacitating, consistent thing in your life. Because it just puts that dark cloud over you. Because then you look at it as negative. Well, I look at grief as like, I use gratitude to reshape my grief. To get me through grief, I use gratitude. I say instead of the loss of, I'm thankful for the time I had with. Like that's permanent. Like, and then now you're looking at the thing that you don't have. Like that's just negative. It's like, cause there's no way to look at it other than just like as negative, and it just doesn't make any fucking sense now. But I've just done a lot of work and a lot of healing, and then a lot of learning and understanding that the now is the most important time. The now, if you can live in it, is control. The now is where you can be happy. It's just everything. It's the only thing that matters. It's the only thing you can do. So you live in it, man. Like, this is where you're supposed to be. This is the point of life. Not the past, not the things that happened in the past. But yeah, dude, she's so smart, that woman. She has a photographic memory, bro. And I told her, I was like, well, I kind of do, but I just know it. I don't see it per se. Like, I can't bring it up because I can't see visions like that. And that's what's so confusing about me. It's like, I just know it. It's almost like I would assume a photographic memory is like someone who can bring it up and project a photo. But for me, it's just like I don't see anything. I just know it. It's so fucking weird. It's almost like when I talk about someone explaining a picture to me, a photo. It's like I feel it so much that I see it, but there's nothing. But I don't see it. My feelings produce an imaginary picture, but I don't. There's nothing there that's. I don't know what imagination is, like imaginary, right? Because all mine's engulfed in feeling, and I just feel it. Like I feel the color, I feel this, I feel the characters, I feel it, and then that feeling is a knowing, and then it's hard for me to describe it sometimes because it's like it's not a picture that I see with your eyes, but it is. And so I don't know how other people perceive or do that. This is why I do not. I don't know how. Like, it fucking baffles me how people paint stuff out of memory. Like, so I talked to an artist yesterday, and like he has a plan and he plans everything out and he sees it, and then in his vision, and then he does it. I'm like, dude, I don't get it. Like, it doesn't do. I can't. It doesn't work that way for me. Like, that's not how I work. Like, I just feel. Like, I don't get it. And me and him talked for a long time, and well, I was just kind of working on his confidence. But it was so funny. We were talking. I was like, "Yeah, I want to do life coaching." It's like, "Well, you already started." I was like, "I know, man. I just got to figure out how to get like clients and do all that shit." And then I got another woman who wants me to kind of do the same thing for her. It's real easy. I mean, a lot of it's like, I guess I need to get paid for this, but figure out a way to do it. But I know who I am. Like, I know what my skills are, and so it's like, you know, I need to get the exchange though. You got to get the exchange. You just have to, because it's not your like legitimate worth, but you have to get something in return. Like, you have to. You can't just freely give and sacrifice your time, because it's still kind of in a time loop, you know, like you can't just freely give. Now I do, but I'm actually like, I'm still on the edge of this, because I'll be fine. And you know, I've watched a lot of things where like, you got to charge for your stuff, like even in the spiritual community, and I'm like, you know what, you do, but I'm not you. I'm different, and my purpose is different. So it's like, you know, as far as pro bono goes, like, you know, the universe will take care of me. My purpose is different than yours, and it doesn't mean I'm going to do everything for free, but because I you know, because then I would be like a scumbag for the rest of my life and not have anything. But because I'm freely giving everything else away, and all my basic needs are met. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I get taken care of, right? But like, you know, I deserve to have a nice place to sleep, you know, a nice bathroom, a nice kitchen. I deserve to have nice things, something that I can be proud of, something that I've worked for, and then I can fucking really be proud of it, because it come from a product of me, you know. And that's the whole thing with my art. That's the whole thing with me talking, you know, helping people. Like, all that shit, I'm fucking proud of it, because like, you don't understand the amount of hours it took for me to find that love and confidence in myself, and then be knowledgeable in it, because I did all the work. Like, thousands and thousands and thousands of fucking hours. 24/7 for the last 2 years, probably or more, and then even more than my whole life. Because then I had to have the whole 35 years of experience first, and then I had to break. See, this is why I'm so fucking crazy. I deciphered, broke down, looked at, learned from 35 years of experience in a fucking 0.0000006% of the time. That's how fast I am. That's how smart I am. That's me. Go big or go home. You know, a lot of times I talk about finding balance. My balance is the extreme. Jumping from both extremes. Not so much, I don't jump to the negative extreme anymore, but still going balls to the wall, man. And everything that I do, like giving it 3,000%. Like, I gotta give it my all. Anything less than that, fuck it. It doesn't mean it's good. It doesn't mean it's perfect. It doesn't mean it's straight. You know, it doesn't mean I'm a master fucking carpenter and all my shit is super perfect, but it's good enough. Could I make it that way? Yeah, but it would take more time, and it's not worth it to me. It's not worth what I'm getting paid for. You know, stuff like that. Depending on the situation, you know. You know, obviously, like, I do better jobs in $1 million houses than I do in a 70-year-old house. So, because they're two different scales. You know, they're two different requirements. They're two different things. And, you know, like, people want, you know, like, whatever, man. So, like, what do you want? But yeah, man, it was cool, man. Yeah, I talked to this old woman, dude. I don't know how old she was. She wants me to come over and help her break free. And I'll break her free. I love life, man. I love what I'm doing. I love who I am. I love my energy. I love my confidence. I love my knowledge. And all of that encompassed, like, I don't even think about any of that stuff, really. I just love being fucking present. I love being in the present moment. And I love just speaking words coming out of my mouth with zero thought. And I am literally, like, above my body, watching, almost, like a separate entity. Like, I speak what I speak, and I'm fucking getting high, man. You know, like, because it's like, that motherfucker's fire, man. Like, he's saying shit that's gonna help break that person free before they even know it. And I'm stowing perspectives that are dominant perspectives where you can't run from them. You can't hide from them. Like, once I speak that truth, the truth is the truth. You can try and run. I'm fucking faster. So, it is what it is. And I love it because it's that free will too, though. And because I may say hi, and I understand that the energy that I am, like, it sucks you in, but it makes you question it. And then if you step forward and you come back to me, or you walk into my energy, I wave you, hi, how you doing? You walk into my energy, into discussion. Free will. I can say what I need to say, and you gave me the right to do so. You know, same thing with the Creator. You got to go to Him. He's not just going to do it for you. You got to ask. And then even then, like, you got to do it yourself, because He's going to teach you how to fish. But you got to fucking grab the pole and fish. He's not going to just flop a fish on the thing for you. No, that's ignorant. That's a waste. Like, that's not a good father. You know, it sucks because I look back at my life, it's like, man, it's cool because I had to learn everything on my own, kind of. I mean, I watched people. I guess you would say mentors, but I worked for people I would just watch. I'd watch and watch and watch. And, sometimes I would ask questions, but a lot of times I wouldn't. A lot of times I just watch what they did, and then I would see the result, and I'd be like, okay, easy. Mimic, fucking easy. Like, mimicking is the easiest shit in the world. Like, mimic me. But do it your way. And now I don't mimic anything. I just live. Like, it's so crazy. I just live. I don't mimic anymore. I mean, I can mimic you. Like, I can mimic a thing you say or something like that. Easy, but, change my voice or whatever, you know, I need to do. But dude, I catch myself all the time. Like, my voice has changed. I laugh so hard. 'Cause I think I'm crazy sometimes, like, but I'm not crazy. But it's funny because it's like if someone was to see me just walk through my house, like, joking to myself in multiple voices, just because the act of that itself, from the outside perspective, is like, that motherfucker's crazy. And I'm like, I'm anything but. I'm like the most sane human being in all of eternity. And I'm just max capability, which means I have max personalities, which I have max everything. I'm 99. I'm 99 in creative character. Dude, that was the greatest stuff. So playing video games all my life. The most fun was when you could create a character and then build that character to whatever you liked. You know, me and my older brother would play basketball. Like I said, NBA Jam, NBA Showtime. And like I said, I was always a horse. And always a horse. And his name was Hoss. You know, and I was a 3-point shooting horse, man, and I would just light it up all the, like, that's how I created my character. And then when when we got older and then NC Dub came out, and we'd create characters and have seasons, and we'd always make quarterback, it was just like the most fun because you could step into and create the character that you wanted. You know, always a run and gun quarterback, man, just fast as fuck. And just fun. Just fun because then you could step into the game. Like, that's what made NC Dub. NC Dub was the greatest game of all time. Like, literally. I never liked Madden. I hate Madden. But NC Dub was it. That's just my perspective, you know. And then video games. I love video games, man. Playing Call of Duty. You know, I haven't played Call of Duty in 2 years. Dude, I love Call of Duty. It's the most fun reaction-based game for me. Like, I would just run and gun as fast as possible. And I would love to play games in the future. Especially like if my partner plays fucking video games. Oh my gosh. Like, if I could sit down with my partner and play like Call of Duty, because I love team games, but I only love team games like I don't know, man. I know my group of friends, so like when I played team games, like I knew how they played, so I would have to support and change my style to them. Because I was kind of, because I was a people pleaser, you know, and I didn't want to rock the boat. And it was just easier for me to adapt to them than to be myself now. So it'd be weird if I was playing video games. I think I would still support them. I would still adapt to them. Because that's just like I like to play. I want you to be your best. So you play the way that you want to. I can adapt. Like, it's easy for me. It's always, like, and if my friends ever listen to this, think about the way I play video games. I adapted to y'all. Always. It doesn't mean I was the best. But I always played for you. Unless we were in competition, like when we had different teams, you know. Like NT Dub or whatever. We never played on the same team. What's the fucking point in that? But, like, I would adapt, especially Call of Duty. I was usually better than most of them anyway, so Call of Duty. But I love that. I love that game. And then even like, so we play Warzone. I'd play with my PC mouse, but then I would play regular Call of Duty with the controller, because it's just two different distances, and so I play both either way. But yeah, dude, to have a partner that plays games, like, dude, I would never leave her. Like, ever. Like, that would seal the deal completely. Talk about simp. Yeah. But I love games. And I haven't played games in 2 years. Like, and that's what I'm saying. I love fishing, but I haven't. But my loves, even though I love those things, and I could pick them up and play them instantly, I only want to co-create, right? And dude, if I loved my partner and then we played games together, oh my goodness, that would be the greatest. That would literally be the greatest thing for me. Like, I'd have 2 joysticks going at the same time. Like, it would just be ridiculous. Like, I would have to hold the Xbox controller above my head because the other joystick is just pitching. I'm pitching a tent the whole time because of how excited I would be, and that would be cool as hell to me, man. And then, like, you know, then to raise my kids and to play games with my kids. Oh my goodness. It wouldn't do that to me, but it would make me happy to just be able to sit and play games. So today was crazy. Like, I ended up going to a place that I fished at many years ago, and Station Camp Creek. And I used to fish it a lot when I was younger. I used to fish all the time when I was younger. I love fishing. Like, it was my thing. And so I went today because that was one of the last spots around town that I haven't been to yet. And so I ended up there, and I just walked it. I don't take fishing poles anymore because it's like I like pictures, right? I like taking pictures more than I like fishing. Because of 2 different instances, they both take up my hands, and right now I'm still in the building phase of this. So I can't be out there, you know. Actually, I did have a dream or an idea a long time ago. Like, it would have been cool to have a fishing YouTube, right? But it's like, I can't do everything. So it's like, the art now is like, I love it so much more. I understand the time in it. I understand, like, the time I could put into it, and it's a little bit different. I don't know. Plus, I could do so much more. I don't know. It's easier to create art and create for myself than it is for me to go fish. And I just get so much more out of it because I cover a lot of ground, and I love ground, and then I always go to where there's water. So it's like I get both. Like, everything I do is like from max everything. Like, I want as much of everything that I can get at all times. And it sounds weird because it's almost but at the same time, I don't want anything materialistic. Technically, I want the experience and get as much from nature or interaction with humans, where the materialistic stuff and money, like, doesn't really fucking matter because I have everything I need. I mean, I could upgrade my phone, I could upgrade this, but it's like, once I upgrade it, I'm good for years. You know, that's kind of how I do things. Like, once I get something new, I'm good. And then even then, like, the act of getting something new, like, once I have it, like, I'm not excited about it. I'm never really excited technically about getting something new. I need new boots. Now these fucking boots that I've been wearing for like 2 weeks, they're fucking split. And like, all my shit is just done. Like, it's because the whole combination of my year, like, of my life has came up to this point, and so it's like I'm having to walk away from everything, and everything's breaking down. And it's just saying I need new, but I need new everything. Because it's like I've worked myself to fucking death. I've worked through all my stuff. This is why I wear Ariats. Ariats are fucking good boots. You know, I love them. They're comfortable as shit. They're sturdy. But I don't know. I guess I don't know, man. But then again, like I said, quality control, man. Quality control. Shit is garbage these days, you know. Everything is changing. There's no quality control. Like, there's no pride in what they make anymore. And it's all about the money, you know. And for it to break, so you have to buy something new. It's an upgrade every year, you know. It's consumerism. And it's just a trap, man. It's just a fucking trap to keep you in the system. To keep you to never be able to get ahead. To always be wanting more. And then, of course, that sounds like a code. He's always wanting stuff. I don't want stuff. I want to help people. Yeah, that entails me having stuff, but like, that stuff is not my priority. Like, I go live in a fucking trailer. I'll live in a tent. I don't care. I don't care. Hopefully I can have a mate that kind of thinks like me. I want to give her everything though. Also, like, and then I don't know. I want someone who kind of thinks like I do. That money is not everything. Money is cool. We need it, and maybe she helps push me on the money too, to make me get more of it. I guess be sterner, because my heart is so fucking giving. You know, I should be charging people for this. Like, maybe she can help protect me and teach me how to, you know, get more stuff in return. You know, that's kind of what your counterpart's supposed to do. Like, be the opposite of you. Like, help you where you're weak at. And but at least that way we don't have to like have less than. Like, I don't deserve less than. You know. Like, I mean, for me to have a brand new truck, not a brand new one, a clean one, without me having to work like I do, without me having to carry all my tools around and just shit everywhere and it's always just crap. Like, I don't understand what that would even look like. Like, I would love to clean this truck out, but it's like all this stuff, like, I never know if I need it. But like, to have one vehicle that's separate, that like it's just clean. I can just keep it clean. Like, I don't even know what that would be like. I don't know, man. And that's kind of the plan of anything and everything in my future. To me, it's like, I want new everything. I want a new place. One that I can only bring in what, like, simple. Only these clothes. Only these pair of shoes. And then never fucking grow from that. Like, never just keep buying shit. Like, I don't need anything else. I only want this. And that will help control, like, what I have in that house. And then I have a place with all my art and all my tools and all my other stuff in it. Like, and then I can build that out. And then so the whole thing is, I want to be able to place it once and to put it in its spot. And know what has to go. And know that I don't have to, you know, have a truck full of tools, where I can maybe just have a toolbox that always has tools in it. Just like the basic ones. And then it's in the back and it's good. It's fine. Just for reasons like if something happens and I'm out and I can fix something for somebody real quick. Just because I have the know-how, you know. And I love to have like a jack in my truck. Like a good jack. Like a 1-ton jack. And a four-way, just in case I got driving down the road and someone's broken over, I can just whip out, have a good jack, which is safety, makes things easier, and then I can help change the tire and let them go on their way. You know, I can do it safe and sufficiently. Like, I always like to have stuff like that. I want huge-ass jumper cables, someone's car's down, you know, stuff like that. You know, I always want to be prepared for everything. Almost like a woman. There was one woman, I'm trying to think, like, and I laughed at her because she was like, "You got everything. You're fucking always prepared. Like, you know everything. Like, you know everything. Like, your kid will call you, and you just know it." I'm like, "You fucking know everything." Like, it's so attractive. So, like, such a good skill. But it's that masculine thing, because I'm a single mom or whatever. But it's just showing the adaptability of humans, where you are supposed to be both. You're supposed to have both skills, you know? Like, it's the same thing, like, say you had a husband and a wife, and she's super feminine when she's at home, but she owns her own business. So when she goes to work, she has to become a masculine, because it's her business that she runs. So when she's at work, she is a masculine. But as long as her husband is a masculine too, like, when they're at home, she can be safe, she can rest, she can roll back into her feminine qualities, you know. But maybe they even work together. Maybe it's her business and he works underneath her. You know, maybe when they go to work, she's the boss, so she becomes the masculine, and he's more feminine and support nature. And I could see me being that. Like, when I'm, in another scenario, when I'm at home, when I'm fixing things around the house, like, when I'm doing this, like, and it's my stuff, or it's my art, or it's my jobs, or it's my businesses, I'm masculine as fuck. But when it has to do with other people, yeah, I'm feminine as fuck. I'm supporting you. Like I think I'm pretty sure, I couldn't remember because I was kind of under the influence, but I said something one time, and this girl goes, "That's not masculine." I think I said I had fear, and she told me that I was not masculine. And I was like, I'm both. I'm fucking both. You know, it took me a while to understand that, but it's like it just shows the other version of the other person when they don't understand. You're both. And it's okay to be a fucking afraid. Sometimes, I guess. Especially in my healing journey. But at some point, like now I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid at all. But it took me a long time because I wasn't confident in myself. You know, I was still going through that healing journey. And now it's like I'm fucking confident. I don't care. Whatever does happen will happen. And I'll overcome it like it's fucking easy. Doesn't mean I won't sweat. Doesn't mean I won't cry. Doesn't mean I won't get hurt. Or it will hurt. It's fine. Anything and everything can be done. But to me, it was more, I don't know. It was a weird thing, man. It was kind of just a weird shit show. But, and I needed it though because it checked me. It checked me and it built me from it. So like I built from it. That's why I love it. I love people trying to, people say shit to me. I love it. It's not negative. Like I don't look at it as negative. I may get a little offended about it sometimes, like gas. And maybe it sounded like it then. But like in the scenario, is like, yeah, I think I was offended because I was like, man, I was going through so much, and that's why you never know what someone's going through. Because I was like, you don't even have an idea of where I came from. Like I'm overcoming 35 years. So, and it's not her place to know that. So it's not a bad thing. It was what it is. Because I triggered her then. I'm not masculine enough for her, or something, you know. But or whatever. To each his own. Like, and it helped me. Like I said, dude, that pushed me. That's that support, though. That's what that counterpart's supposed to do for you. She's supposed to say the truth. You know, and then I take that and I fucking use it as fuel to overcome it. Like that's what I do with everyone who says anything about me. I just take it and I fucking overcome it. Like it's that easy. It's simple. Instead of whining about it, crying about it, I just fucking, well, if this is what you think, let me reevaluate it, because evidently it's something that's projected or you see it from another perspective. I need to at least reevaluate it for myself and then change it. So I did. And that's fine. That's cool, man. I appreciate it. I actually appreciate it at all. And there's a couple people in my life, like, so like every time, especially one woman, like every time she said something, she would say it in a way that would trigger the fuck out of me, man. But not in a negative way. Like, make me check myself. And I loved it every time. Yeah, it would make me like feel like a child. But it needed to. Because in order to heal from childhood trauma, you got to get triggered into being a child, and then that's where you build and overcome it. And so that was the whole thing, like with this one type of relationship that I had between me and this one person. Like she would trigger the fuck out of me, man. But every single time she did it, like I grew instantly. I was like, I love it. Like, and then like that relationship for me, like then I'm like falling in love with that. Because I need that person to challenge me. Like I needed someone like this my whole life. I never had anybody. No one fucking cared. Literally. No one asked me this. No one asked me what I was doing. No one challenged me. Like literally. This is fucking neglect. And you can look at my family and they may not see it that way, but like they didn't do any of that shit. They really didn't. Like the way I perceive it, they didn't fucking care. They didn't push me. Yes, I was guarded. Yes, I was just did stuff on my own. Yes, I was self-sufficient. But it's like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I did not get growing up. I didn't get cared for. I didn't get really listened to. I didn't talk. So that's what I'm saying. Everything's double-sided. But it's like, because I knew I couldn't. Plus, I had guard there. Plus, like, I just had some weird animosity and resentment. I lived with them my whole life. So I built resentment because of earlier stages, stuff like that, where they didn't listen, they didn't give me time. And so I was like, well, fuck it. And then by the time I get in the door, it's just like, fuck, peace. You know? And I felt bad. I feel bad now. Like I said, when I left the house at 18, you know, I felt bad because I had to leave my little brother, but I was like, but this shit sucks. You know, like, I've been paying rent since 15. Like, paying for everything since I was 15. Like, fuck this. I might as well go live on my own. So then I moved in with a roommate or whatever. But it's like, and at least, and then I have freedom and I don't get the third degree for where are you going, what are you doing, when are you going to be home, what that, all that. I'm like, fuck it. I don't know. I don't have any idea. I'll be home when I be home. I'll text you if I'm staying out late. And it's not negative, but it did itch me. And I did have enough respect, like, to my mom that I would call her and text her and all that shit. But when I knew, if I was going to stay out late, you know, I owed her that much at least. And, so that, I mean, I love my mom. It was that combative fucking energy. But she also treated me different. Like, I was her emotional this. I was money. I was all this shit, you know. And, that's what's fucked up with the world now is single moms, like, putting all this shit on their sons as their emotional needs, as their husbands, as their dads, as their man of the house, like, all this shit. They're a fucking kid, bro. They're getting treated just broken like that, and then they're codependent on each other, and the mom makes the kid codependent, and the kid becomes codependent on the mom, and then that's where you grab this narcissist idea, and these kids raised by single moms become narcissists. A lot of them become narcissists, and then they just enable each other. And then to break that bond, like, they don't understand what's going on, and then it's very bad. And then the kid doesn't want to leave the mom because that bond, like, even when it's so fucked up, man. It's so fucked up when the kid has to be the adult. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And that's a lot what happened to me. That's why I had to live as a child again. Or at least bring him back up, and now he's integrated with me, and I'm letting him live again. And now together we're just walking hand in hand because we're the same. That's the only way I could do it. It's the only logical way I could do what I'm doing. And it just, my childhood was taken away, so now I'm my own father. I didn't have one. So, well, one that was there. So, whatever. Yeah, so really, I mean, honestly, since I was little, I just wanted to be a father. But like I said, everything in my life, I do know, everything in my life that I do is what I didn't get. This is why I run around and love everyone, because I didn't get it. This is why one of the biggest dreams is to be a father, because I didn't have one. This is why I nature nurture everyone, that didn't get nature nurtured. I didn't get that shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'll make damn sure everyone feels it, because that's fucked up. Not fucking fair. But I overcome it. And it was exactly what it was, and I needed it that way. I'm glad. I'm grateful. I'm so fucking grateful it's like that. I'm so fucking grateful. Because now I know that when I do have kids and when I do have a wife, like, dude, I'm gonna be the best fucking father, the best husband I possibly can be. Like that. And then helping everyone else I can, building things and understanding that everything that I'm doing technically is for me first, but it's because I want to do these things for everyone else. I want to be that for them because I understand that they don't have it. Or they're missing something like this. They don't have someone who can back them. Someone that they can call. Someone that got their back and they fucking know it. Someone that will just be with them. Listen to them. Talk to them.
Yeah, I got a different motive. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. They be like, really? You got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like 7 years, but who's counting really?
Yeah, man, today was cool, man. This day was cool. Every day is cool. Every day is awesome. So I ended up going to, I went to one place today. Where'd I go? So when I got done with the show, I met tons of people. It's so fun. By the end of the show, I ended up talking to like one of the high up people on the board, his wife, and she's on the board too. I don't know, 2 hours, and by the end of her husband comes up and he's like, "You got your stuff in here?" I was like, "No." He's like, "You got to get your stuff in here." I was like, "Well," I was like, "Man, like I want to do my stuff with other artists. Like I don't want." Like, I'm trying not to be a dick, but it's like, I have a vision of what I want to do. And it's not with that. It's not with them. It may be, like, and everyone's like, well, you don't need to step away from that venture, right? Like, you don't need to get away from the opportunity. I'm like, you don't understand. I'm not saying I don't want help. Or I don't want to do it with people. I just don't want to do it with them. In that establishment. Because mine's going to be fucking better. Because it's made nothing by artists. And I know I'm a better fucking leader. I know I'm more compassionate. I know I can get the best out of you without being a fucking dick. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, stubborn as fuck. Yeah, I want to do it my way. My way or the highway. In a fucking discussion. I'm better. And that sounds like comparison. But I'm not hurting people. That's the better part. I can get the best out of you by love. By compassion. And that's how I do things. So anything less than that, anything less than unconditional love, yeah, I'm better. Unconditional love is fucking better. There's no comparison. It's fucking better. That's how I choose to live my life. That's how I choose to run my business. That's how I choose to be. So that's what I'm going to do. So if there's an establishment that doesn't have that, I don't want to be a part of it. You can run it that way. And when those people come and work for me, you'll understand why. You'll understand why. Because I'm real, true, honest, and love. And that's the best way. There's 2 ways to skin a cat. I'm not going to skin a cat. That's fucking weird. But, you know what's fucked up? When I was... I probably shouldn't talk about this. But what's fucked up is when I was a little kid, my dad made me hold a cat while he put rubber bands around the cat's balls so they would fall off. So he could neuter it. But this was a very long time ago. I guess probably before we had like humane laws and shit. Or no, I don't know. Like country way. I mean, I know they do it with bulls and stuff or cattle. But I was a fucking little kid. Fucked up, man. I still remember that shit. Fuck that. Makes my balls hurt. It's ridiculous, bro. That's ignorant as shit. It's fucking embarrassing, man. I look back at like the old, like, you know, you got people coming through the Great Depression, like hard-nosed men, like, but man, that shit's fucking ignorant, bro. Like, I'm tough as fuck, but like, what's the point? Get up, little sissy. You know, like, that's fucking stupid. Quit crying, little punk. Like, that makes zero fucking sense. Like, it's cool to be tough, yeah, but there's got to be another way to do both. You know, when I have a little kid, I'm probably going to teach him. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I'm going to teach him to be tough, but crying is tough. Like, I'm tough as fuck now, you know, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna at least let that kid speak. Oh, this is what's even crazy. So I ended up having to go to the bank Saturday morning. Or I'm not gonna talk about the events, the why I had to go, but it was exactly what I was supposed to, because I walked in, and when my mom died, my mom was on one of my bank accounts, and so I had to go in there with a death certificate and meet with somebody to get her off, off my account. And I met with this guy, and he adopted a little kid, and they were working on getting another one, and so me and him kind of had these little interactions, because me and him were in the room together. We was talking about my mom and talk about adoption, and so we kind of just, every time he knows my name, I don't know his, but that's, I thought about that. I'll talk about that in a minute. And then we just been talking over, interactions when we see each other, and so he was there behind the teller, which he's usually not a teller. When I walked in there, and what's crazy is I watched an adoption video or podcast. I listened to one the other night because it just popped up on my YouTube, and which I haven't listened to these in a while, and until I did listen to it, and so that got me ready to meet him. Like, that's what I'm saying. The universe does everything it does. You just have to accept it and prepare yourself, knowingly and unknowingly. And so, boom, I see him, and then we talk, and then I give him my YouTube channel. I give him the podcast, the name of the podcast, because I told him, I was like, the kid may talk to you about shit, but we are split. Like, we are split as a child when you're in adoption. At least for me, I was split between what I feel and then what I know, and then the box that I have to live in. And so, like, even if he's like, well, we talk about it. He says, well, we talk about, his tummy mommy all the time. And, and I was like, well, just keep doing it. Like, you got to make him feel comfortable in any, like, because I told him, I was like, you know what? Like, when I would ask about it, like, I would watch my mom's demeanor change. And so I knew that, like, I couldn't talk about that shit and ask, because, like, even if I knew she was receptive and can answer, it hurt her. And I was like, so I just quit asking, and so it's like, little kids are fucking geniuses, man. They're smart, and like I said, they pick up on the emotional cues. They don't, I mean, we have proven science for this. They don't listen to what you say up to the age of 7. They watch what you do. So, like, they're just geniuses, man. So, like, this is stuff, and whatever. So it was good talk I had with him, and it was meant to be, and I laughed, because as soon as I walked in, I go, this is why all this shit is happening, that I have to come to the bank, because I never go to the fucking bank. And this is why. For this moment, for me watching a podcast 2 nights ago that sparked back this adoption shit, so I needed to be that thing for him. Because he's a good dude. He's trying his best, but like I said, in adoption, like, your best isn't enough. Your best is your best, but you need so many fucking perspectives to understand the view from the child. And that will make it. If these parents that are adopting could get information from grown-ass people that's gone through adoption and what they're speaking about now and what affected them when they were little, then you can counteract the shit when they're little. Because now you know how to treat it. Now you know what the effects are. Now you can go back and know how to fix it. Like, this is how I live. This is how I learn. I know what happens, so now I know the opposite to fix it. But you got to take the time to do that. This is why I touch everything. In anything that I do, I have to physically touch it myself. All of it. That's one huge issue I do have. It's like, it's my stuff, I have to touch it, but this is how I learn. And I only have to touch it once, and I know it forever. So it's whatever. It's just me. The way I do things. Not good, not bad. Just me. And whatever. So that was cool. That was meant to be. It had to be that way. It's fire. So when I left the art show, it was probably like 9:30. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go edit photos that I had from a couple days ago. because I know if I go home now, like I'm not gonna do it. So I was like, I'm just gonna go edit some, because that's what I feel like doing. And a lot of times, like I don't talk. It's not like it's an audible decision making thing. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna go do this. So I went to the restaurant, and I hang out, and I was just gonna drink a couple beers while I edit my photo, before I went home and went to sleep. So I'm just there. I wasn't gonna eat at all, and like each time I go places, like I said, everything just happens even more. Like people get more friendly, because they start to understand who I am, and start talking more, and people are starting to like I said, a lot of it is I give you what you give me. So the more attention you give me, I'm going to give you. Because like I said, it has to be the free will. It has to be the free will. It has to be the free will. And so one of the bartenders was like, he laughed because he was like, dude, sometimes you just come in here and eat like fucking crazy. Yeah? It's like, I eat a lot of food sometimes, And so we were just kind of talking about that. And I was like, well, I'm not eating tonight. He's like, you sure? I was like, yeah, man, I'm fine. I'm not going to eat. And next thing I know, the other bartender, she comes up and she's like, we got some chicken nachos. If you want them, you can have, for free or whatever. I was like, well, shit, I'll eat it. So then I got like free dinner last night. And then the night before, I got like a free drink at Taco Bell. And then today, I got another free drink at Taco Bell. And like I get free shit everywhere I go. I get free shit, but I appreciate it. It's cool, and I understand a lot of why I do, but it's cool, man. I appreciate it, especially right now in this instance of my life, because it's like all my money goes to art, and like everything I do goes to art, literally, and all my clothes are falling apart. Everything is falling apart, and it's just like that's not my priority, My green jacket's fucking broken. I don't have anything nice. And so, like, a part of me, like, that kind of hurts my worth a little bit. I just don't have anything nice. And so it's like, and everything, like I said, everything is just falling apart and breaking and getting ragged as shit. But it's like, it's just not a priority. It can't be. It really fucking can't be, because it doesn't mean anything. And then if someone judges me based on that, like I said, it just proves their character. And it's like, then I don't want to be with that fucking person. If that's their character and they're judging me based on what I have, then I don't want to be with them. I don't. And it's meant to be that way for a reason. Because I'm on the rise. And I understand what I look like now. And I already understand what I already have. And said the boat's leaving. So not much time left. Not much time left. But whatever, man. I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited about the future so much. Whatever, so I edited my photos there, and whatever. So the me and one bartender, which we haven't really talked that much, but I think there is like there's definitely a weird attraction between me and her. It's not weird at all, but there was some things that happened a couple months ago, and whatever, but yeah, she's nice. She's nice as hell. She's cool. But yeah, so like tonight, we talked a lot more, and like I said, I think she's starting to understand like how I operate, because at one point in time, like she said that I was shy and all this stuff, and then I told her last night, I said that I was an introvert. Pretty much for 35 years, pretty much. She's like, there's no way. And I was like, yeah. I was like, but in the last year and a half, I've changed. Anyone can change. You can be anything that you want to be. And so, like, she's starting to understand how I operate, because that's how I operate. Like, I give you energy, you give me. Like, if you don't give me energy, I'm not giving you anything in return. If you're gonna neglect me, if you're gonna ignore me, then I'm just gonna do the same. Like, I don't get it. And then, like I said, that's when people say these things about me, that I'm this, that I'm that. It's like, no, I give you what you give me. I literally do that. Because I gave everything to everyone and then got nothing in return. So it's like, I care about myself now. So I can't just freely give you everything. Like, you gotta give back too. Like, it's equal. It's a relationship. It's not a trauma-based relationship like the other ones. I'm healed. They are not. And the way that you've lived your life this whole time, and you're not happy, and all those relationships are like that, I'm the different one. Have fun. Pick what you want. And that's a lot of it. That's why I said that goes with that complacency, or the regularness. Are you comfortable with it? Or you think this is how it's supposed to be? But that has to do with your worth. And then again, whatever. And so that's just something you got to heal through and overcome, and then go, no, wait a minute. Like, we got to, like, communicate together, give each other time, It's a two-way street. I can't keep showing up. You got to show up sometime too. And like, you got to reach out. That's the one thing, like, you learn is, like, you can't, like, I would always text people. Now, like, I'll text real quick to friends, check on them, but that's it. It's like, I'm not texting you first every time. Like, that's fucked up. Because it's a manipulation thing, and then you guys use it as manipulation. Women do, but they're children. They're women. They're not women. They're girls. They're playing games based on what they know. And it's like, I don't want, like, maybe I do want that. In some scenarios, but I see higher potential. And so I'm just done with that. I'm just done with that shit. Like, if you're not mature and you can't do this stuff, like, I don't have time for you, because you don't have time for me. And then you gotta grow. You gotta want to give me something in return. I can't get mistreated like I have been my whole life. There's plenty of people out there. This song's fire. I think I've talked to this song before, but I honestly don't think I posted it. So I'm looking back at the night that I talked to this song, I think, and I couldn't post it. I had like 10 or 12 talks. I just erased them all now. That I didn't post because I didn't feel it. I wasn't allowed to post them. I just wasn't allowed to. Too much information. And well, whatever, man. I don't know. I'm starting to get fucking hungry, man. I'll eat some soup or something, man. Soup and crackers or something. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna work tomorrow. I'll work all week, I guess. And I'm gonna go climbing Tuesday night, I guess. I'm trying to think. Like, I may switch. I have a lot of paintings, so I may actually switch the art that I'm doing. I may actually go to building stuff now. I have a couple avenues, a couple ideas of what I want to start trying to mess with next. Maybe walk away from painting for a second I don't know. We'll just see what it feels like. I had a guy the other night. He's like, "You got to do metal work." Looks like I was like, "Well, you're not the first person to say that. So maybe I need one more person, and then I'll shift into metal work." Because it intrigues me. I just don't right now. I may have to wait on that until I have like a place to go. But I may go to something else like driftwood. I may do some driftwood stuff in a while. The only thing is I got to plan that a little bit because I got to get a shit ton of driftwood. And you know, I built the structure today at the dam. I didn't videotape it because my camera's full. But I did just take pictures of it. But it's a lot of work. So I want to figure out like the best, most efficient way because I am halfway lazy. To get as much of that product as I need to build. But then again, I got trailers, so I can just whatever, and then I can just wheelbarrow it, you know, the wood to the trailer or something. I get a ton of it, and then build some sculptures and stuff. But then there's other stuff too, like clay. I could work with clay. I could use like concrete. I can do all kinds of stuff. So like mud and mass. I don't know what's called. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Like I said, I love my cycles, man. I love them so much because I gain so much knowledge when I shift a new cycle and do new things, and then I'm giving myself a break in other things, and there's a picture up of the other stuff that's constantly building, growing, correlating with what the new stuff I'm doing, correlating with everything else. So then when I go back into another cycle in the old artwork, everything is upgraded. And that's just how I live. It's how I work. And so like I always get better. I always have more information. I'm always understand a little bit more. You know, every single time, every single day. So like this is me. I'm constantly growing. Like I don't stop. Like, there's no plateau. Now there could be a plateau in something like music, or whatever. Like I haven't really practiced drums. I need to, but it's just like fuck. I'm so busy with everything else. I gotta pour the Gatorade bottle, man. And so I kind of feel bad, but it's like I kind of talked to my drum guy anyways. I told him I was like, man, because we haven't even really drummed when we have practice anyways. We just talk. And I told him that I was like honestly, like me being here is it's not about the drumming. I was like, us together, it's not about the drumming. I was like, it's the drumming that brought me here. So I thought, otherwise I wouldn't have been here. But it's not the drumming. Like this is more important. Number one for me, and then evidently maybe for you too. It helps you, and you're helping me, and we're co-creating. We're equal give and take. And this is why relationships, like I said, this is why I can't chase relationships that doesn't equal take me. Because it's like, I'm watching everything else, and what is growing, what is needed, is the equal give and take exchange. Anything that's not that, fucking, it's not worth it. It's not fair, it's not my worth, it's you know, either one of us would be getting less than, like, because then I'm enabling them, or I'm over giving to them, and then they're just taking advantage of it. And they're still eating their cake and not learning lessons and growing. And so like I don't care, like if being in your life is for you to grow, like that's what it's supposed to be. But you actually have to do the work on your own. You have to choose to grow, or you can continue to just be what you want to be. Like that's up to you. I don't care. I may want this with you, I may want time with you, but if you're not going to give it to me, then what? It just neglects my want. So it's like, whatever. I'm not going to just keep wanting something because it's a two-party system here, you know? And I'm not controlling you because I only want to spend time with you if you want to spend time with me. I'm not going to force you to do anything that sucks for you. And then it sucks for me because you don't want to be there. Or you're not showing me that. So, you know, whatever. And that's what I said, because then I'll go have fun by myself. And it's not that I don't want to give that person time. but it's like they're not showing me anything. So it's like the only logical thing to do, the mature thing to do, is for me to go, because this is you either mature or you're not, and it is what it is. But I had fun, man, and I'm just excited about the future, because I had to do something the other day that kind of projected me into the future again, or that I'm on the right path, overcome something. And sometimes when you overcome a challenge, like, you understand that you check that off, and then you can make the next step, right? Like, you got to do these steps in succession. You can't jump past these. I don't know, maybe you can, but I don't have that luxury. You know, like, I've not had people give me money so I can go do stuff. So I have to skip I can skip the steps of having to work for myself to make money for my art. No, I've had to work for everything in my life that I've had, except, like I said, this one mower. I mean, maybe food and stuff I get freely, but or whatever. Basic needs. I don't know, but some people give me free stuff, but for the most part, like, I've just always had to I've had to work for everything I have, so I don't, I just never had that fail safe, I guess, or someone who could just say, I believe in you, here's this, or can I help you? Let's talk, let me mentor you. I've never had anyone do that, and I just had to figure it out on my own, like I said. And even when I worked with people, it's like I used to make people so much fucking money, and that's a lot of why I went on my own. It's like, dude, I made you so much money. I know how much money I made you, and then I get treated like shit, and I never, I got paid less, a little bit, and I was like, fuck that, man, that's bullshit. Because I can do just as much as you, and I was, and it's just fucked up, man. And I always got taken advantage like that my whole life. So, as I got older, and then, like, over the last couple of years, it's like, fuck that, bro. Fuck that. Because I kept over-giving and getting less than in return, and people would take advantage of it. And that's kind of why I'm at where I'm at in my life. Well, maybe I have less than, but it's fine. It had to be that way. Like I said, those were all lessons, and they only changed when I chose to change, and that was the lesson. Like, how much longer are you gonna put up with this shit? How much longer are you gonna be treated less than? Like, you're worth everything. You're smarter than them. You can do everything that they do. Go do it. And so now I'm like, okay. Now I believe in myself. And now I understand that no matter what it is under the sun, I can do it. It's not a fucking problem. Literally. Easy mode. Easy mode. Just takes time, attention, and focus. It doesn't mean I want to do everything, because I don't. A lot of shit I don't want to do. I'll tell you. You want to do that? No. This is fucking stupid. A waste for me. You can do it. You're good at it. I don't want to fucking learn that skill. I'm fine on my own. I don't want to invest my time in that. That's what you're here for. Me and this woman talked about it last night, and that's what I told her. I was like, look, it sounds kind of mean the way I'm putting it out. I was like, but it's like, it's fucking ignorant for me to do what you do. To take the time to learn everything that you know. I was like, that's fucking dumb. You already know it. You already know it, so I just hire you, or we work together. We co-create together, because you have all that already. I have all what I have already. Like, I can't spend a lifetime learning everything that you know. That's ignorant as shit. Like, that's the dumbest fucking thing ever. You have everything. You have all that. So we just work together. We put our brains together, and you do what you do, and I do what I do, and we together. Like, that's the point. Because I told her, I was like, I understand. I understand my greatest weakness is being so fucking self-sufficient and trying to do everything on my own. Even though I know I'm capable of doing everything on my own, I don't have time for that. It's ignorant for me to do that. Like, super ignorant. And so I'm learning that now. It's like now I gotta build teams, build groups of people, a family, with one goal in mind or one idea in mind. All of us the same idea, just to fucking be happy and to build our lives in a way where we can help people. Because it's really only people are people that want to help. That's the only people that are gonna be there with me and truly want to help and love unconditionally, not be a dick, but live in unconditional love. If you don't live in unconditional love, you're not going to be a part of me. End of discussion. It doesn't mean I'm not going to get mad or angry. But more likely I won't at you, as long as you're doing your best and we're in unconditional love. But I'm not going to freak out about shit. It is what it is, man. It gets done when it gets done. End of discussion. And everything, and another thing is, like, I never ask anyone to do anything that I either A, am not doing, or that's harder, or that's more difficult, or that I wouldn't do. Like I do the hard shit every time. And I'll let you do the easier stuff every time. That's how I operate. So I'll never ask anyone to do something that I wouldn't do. And then I'll be down there with you if I can, if I'm not busy doing something else. I'm not gonna sit in a chair and watch you do it. That's fucking ignorant. That's not how I operate. I understand, like, as a boss, whatever, but that's not how I operate. I'm a doer. And that won't really change, because I'll always be doing something. Maybe, like, obviously, as businesses grow and I have tons of businesses, I'm only one man. But I'll be floating around, man. I'll be everywhere. I'll be everywhere always. So, because the product that you guys work is mine. My name. My character. Which means it's ours, but if I create it, then it's technically mine. So it's got to be held to my standard. And it's a fun standard to me. Literally. But whatever. And that's what I'm saying. That's where you have to live. You have to live in the idea of unconditional love in the now, and because otherwise you won't be able to stay in it. Like, literally. Because you freak out, you lock up, you can't handle your emotions when real life just fucking happens. You know, you're crying in the floor, you're stressing, and you get sick in your health because your anxiety. It's like, no, when I teach you how to live, this is why we're gonna be able to do what we do in such a fast pace and over the whole world, is because we're living the right way. When we know shit's gonna happen, fix it. In a discussion, it is what it is. Well, we gotta go a new way. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. Like, it's not good. It's not bad. It just is. It's part of life. Mistakes will happen, and they're not even mistakes. They're exactly what's supposed to. Then we learn from them. We have that information, so they never happen again. We make plans so that doesn't happen again, and we get better from it. Like, that's how you learn. That's how you make the business better, more straightforward. Like, I can't even think of the word right now. More streamlined, like everything. But you gotta be losing in a scenario to know that you need to innovate. That there has to be a quicker, more efficient way. And so you have to have that loss somewhere, or you have to have something that's not working or that's not efficient in order for you to even delegate time and resources into innovating, to streamlining, to making it more efficient. Like, so you have to lose somewhere to gain. But you need to be able to to live within that loss, and it's not even like you got to be able to manage and be level-headed and not let it incapacitate you. It's just a fucking hiccup. It's just a reset. Like, okay, it didn't work. Let's brainstorm. Let's come together and innovate this. Try something else, and then if that doesn't work, then try something else. Like it's until we find the best possible way for everything, for all things. And then when these little kids grow up in the future that are clean, and we have a great foundation for them, then they can come in clean with even more innovations because we did the best that we could do, and then they can come in clean with no restrictions, no limited beliefs, no dumbass ideas, no fucking trauma, and then they can innovate on the best that we could make. And then it's gonna be just straight perfection. And that's, us doing our best gives them a great foot to be their best. It's ultimately just for all of the universe, all of humanity, all of nature. To give back to nature, to take less from, to let it have less of a footprint, less damage on nature that is literally giving us life. That's enabling us to live, to experience everything. Like we owe it to them. And technically we don't owe it to them. They volunteered for this, but I don't know, you owe them. I don't know, like you gotta equal give and take. I don't see anything other, like there's no reason not to. Like that's why I'm blank. Because I don't even have to explain why. Because there's not an explanation. Because everything has to be equal give and take. Everything. Like everything. Like so now, in my head, anyone who doesn't equal give and take me, like fuck you. Peace! End of discussion. Because now my brain literally just deleted literally any scenario when that's okay. And that's pretty fucking harsh. But it's got to be close to, like, you got to be trying. Someone has to be trying. Especially in my life. So that's what my brain just did. Literally, it just deleted me giving you the benefit of the doubt. Going, no, Cody, you're worth everything. If someone doesn't give you like 30%, 40%, like if they don't reach out, if they don't do this, they don't do that, like don't give them time. The time is done. You've done everything you could do. It's their loss. It's not yours. It's not yours. And so, it is what it is. And like I said, I allowed what just happened to happen. And I knew what it was. I knew. But that's what it is. And this is me like upgrading myself. Deleting information. Deleting me going, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. And I do. I give people the pit. I give you grace. But like that window is done. It has to be done. Because what I am and the future that I have, I can't waste my resources and time on someone who's not going to equal give and take me. Because then the people that do equal give and take me are going to get less time from me. And that's bullshit. That's not fair. That is unjust. And I'm here for justice. That means people that walk to me will get from me. People that expect me to walk to them will get nothing. Because I'm not coming. I'm not coming to save you. You got to come save yourself. End of discussion. What do you think Jesus did? Jesus, they came to him. Yeah, he walked through places, and would maybe go talk places, but like they had to come to him because he didn't know. He didn't have time. He couldn't just go give one person all his time and not get anything in return. Because then he would neglect the whole world. And so therefore that one person that wants that from that one man is fucking selfish as shit. And so that's why I'm going, well, I can't go to that person because that person's ultimately just being selfish. Well, I'm going, no, I'd rather heal 100,000 people than chase after one. Because if I chase after one, that person may never heal themselves because they have to do it. And so it's ignorant as shit for me to chase after one that's not wanting the change. Then I got 10,000 people in a line coming to me wanting to change. I'm like, well, I'm going to give it to the people that want to do the work, that want to change, that's putting in the action. So you can be a dreamer all you want. You can talk about all these things you want, but if you're not going to do the action, I can't give you time. But I can't go out of my way and give you time. I'll love you. You come to me, I'll give you a little bit of time. I'll give you time if you come to me. But I can't reach out. I can't chase you. Because there's way too many people that want and will do the work to be a better version of themselves. Like I said, and that's where that 7 million number came from. Because 7 million will do it. And then 330 million won't. And that's just for this country. I'm not talking about the world. Because the others will come. America's fucking broken. America's selfish. America thinks they're better. America's trash. America doesn't understand love. America only care about status and money. Therefore, you'll get your punishment in the 330 million people. Your choice to not grow, your choice to not change. The first will become last, and the last will become first. But why? Because the last is doing what it takes to become first. Well, the first think they're better. Think they don't have to do the work. Think the money is going to save them. And when the money system falls, your savior, your God, your power, I spit on it. I piss on it. I wipe my ass with it. And I fucking laugh. You worship it. I fucking burn it. You believe in it. It's fucking dead. You kill trees, pick cotton, and make money. It's fucking dead. I deal with life. I deal with living things. Let the dead play with the dead. Let the dead worship the dead. The dead don't come save you. And you're going to end up burning your own God too. Because you're going to be cold. Because in the God that you used to fucking worship, pride and ego is going to break when you're going to have to burn it to stay warm. Pride and ego is going to have to be broke when you have to wipe your ass with it. Stuff your pillow with it. Make a blanket with it. When it's fucking pointless. Then I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh so fucking hard. When you used to look down on people because they had less money and you thought you were better. That you had more power. You had more prestige. That you were just better. When you have no skills. That's the funny part. That's the thing, is we're going to creation, where your worth is what you can create. Not what you can do for others. Not exchange time for money. As above, so below. It's about to get fucking flipped. And I'm gonna be dancing the whole time going, it sucks. It sucks, because now it's gonna hurt when you have to change. But it's part of your judgment on yourself for worshiping something other than your creator and you. And all worship is time, attention, and focus. What you give your time, attention, and focus to. That's worship. So you could say, I worship myself, I guess. Not really, though. I just give myself time, attention, and focus, and I know that whom I am, my abilities, is from my creator. Therefore, in order for me to really, truly worship and praise my creator and be appreciative of the gift that I have, is to give myself time to become the best version of me, to love others, to help them become the best versions of them, to teach them what I know, to help them, to hold their hands, to walk them, to be their, push them, to hold them, to keep them safe, the ones that want to grow and become their best self and that will do the work to do it. And then thank all of creation all the time and being your best self, and then in showing actions, trying to save this, trying to find a new way, innovate, use less damage to the land, less waste, new ways of living, clean energy, cleaner energy, I don't know. I mean, oil's here for a reason. So use it. Until we find something that fucking works. Not huge batteries that only last so many years and then we can't even fucking dispose of them. And therefore it literally only hurts us and then it kills nature. Like, that's the most ignorant shit ever. And then the government signs bills to get money now because they understand that this shit's gonna fail in 10 years. And so they just wanted the influx of money now. And so they sign bills to themselves. That's what's so, it's so fucking unconstitutional. It's not even fucking funny. It makes zero sense. I need a new iPad because I'm the boss. Put that in my budget. Where all the other employees, their air conditioner went out in the building. Like, those people need it, but you're gonna buy a new iPad. See what I'm saying? It's misregulation of funds. All these obstacles, they look and see through. Don't let the anger out, just let it That moon though, baby. The stars in the sky. It's so fine. Beautiful. So beautiful. Exactly what they're supposed to be. You think about it, like, so if everything in all reality is perfect, this is the dumb concept. If trees are trees, flowers are flowers, if grass is grass, if everything in nature, if water is exactly the way water is supposed to be, it's perfect, right? Even with our toxins in it and all that shit, right now, everything is perfect, exactly the way it is. Like, because a seed grows it and it's perfect. So why are humans imperfect? Like, where do we come up with this concept that you're not exactly what you're supposed to be? Like, where are these ideas coming from? Like, I'm thinking about it right now. Say you had a family. Man, this fucking sucks. Because it would take 2 generations at least to get this started. So you would have a little child, 2 children. Okay? A boy and a girl, female and a male. That were raised, man, on their own. No outside resources, no technology. Somehow everything was provided for them. With no interaction with humans. They had the perfect food, perfect water. They just woke up, the shit was there, and they figured it out. Man, I don't know how that would work. Because the first 2 beings would have to be taken care of somehow. So maybe like there were some angels or something, or just whatever. Some kind of external deities that knew how to raise them with little to no harm. No influence. Which they would end up being, those 2 beings, gods. Right? That they would see them as gods. Something greater than them. That was just the only way it would possibly work. And then they were raised up, and then, you know, they had less interaction with them as they got older, when they could start being on their own. And then so the kids were just raised together, and then at some point, then they would, since they were locked in a facility together, or they grew up in an area together, and it was just the boy and the girl. At some point, they would have sex. They would figure it out on their own, and then they would have new kids. And then, you know, that cycle would go on. And if they were kept in a cage, in a barrier, a big one, you know, where they didn't feel restricted, they just knew that they couldn't, you know, who knows, they may make a risk one day and try and explore. But it would have to be so vast, so big, that they could never reach the edge. However, so there would have to be some type of danger, a wall or a huge river that encompassed it, to where even if they did take the risk, that the risk was so great once they got to the greatest distance out that they would choose to go back to what they knew, because there was always food, there was always shelter, and everything was always provided. And they would have kids and raise those kids up and let that go on for a little bit of time. Let that go on for generations, which I guess we could probably see this with some tribes, you know, in the past, where they don't have stories of this or that. They don't know what materialistic stuff is. They don't know what a Gucci bag is or an iPhone. And kind of just see and watch them. See if they're having mental issues. You know? See if they have worth issues. You know, see what kind of mental health they have. Because I think all the shit that we have is us. It's based on us. We are doing this and creating all this shit ourselves. And then if we could see what they don't have, then it would kind of help us understand what we need to look at in the differences, which it's very simple. You can just look at it like this: cell phones, communication, TV, instant gratification, thousands and thousands and thousands of fucking options. You can do anything at any time. You can pick up a phone, get anything within minutes. No work, like you don't have to, cultivate this and wait a germination period and all this, and so like everything is so instant at the tip of your fingers. Like that's a fucking problem. Because then all that's wrapped in instant trust. Like I watch the news, I don't have to fucking verify it. You know? Why would I? They did it for me. Why do I need? No, who cares? They've obviously they've done all the research. No, I don't. I just trust. Who cares? Oh, they did all the. It's fine. To the top and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business, no limit. I'ma get it. It's just infinite options. Obviously you don't know what the fuck you want. The grass is greener because there's infinite possibilities. And then you're always filling your brain with all these other options. He's taller. Oh, he's got blue eyes instead of green eyes. He's got more money. He drives this car. And he drives this one. He's got a big business. He's got a little business. He does this job that's projected in the future, so he'll have this much money. And then this one does this. This one was raised this way, and this one was raised that way. Of course we can't fucking do anything. Like, we're never happy with anything because all you're filled with is all these other options. The grass is greener. Or I don't have that and she has that. I want that. Look what they're doing. I want that. It's like we gotta go back to simple. Less is more. Get rid of all these fucking options, man. And then you create your own. Like I said, everyone has the same shit. Like everything is fucking white. And then you create whatever you want to on top of it. Paint your car, whatever you want to do. Paint your clothes, whatever you want to do. But you're in charge of it. You can't buy anything that's already done. I mean, you can buy it from each other, right? But nothing can be mass produced without, like, we don't have to have, like, huge factories that are producing all these fucking options. No, that's so stupid. Everything is fucking white, man. And then you can have all the paints in the world. We will mass produce that. Mass produce art, drums, musical instruments, all this stuff, creative stuff. But not all these other options. On basic needs like clothes and house and car, transportation. And then food. I think what we got to do with food is we'll have a basic food, and then from there we can grow, we can catch fish, we can maybe do whatever, and then go from there. So we can still create our own foods maybe. This food is freaking awesome. Like that is art itself, and but healthy stuff, like no cokes and shit like that, because that stuff's unhealthy for our bodies. Only healthy stuff, and And then, like I said, alcohol and stuff like that, we could maybe partake in. I don't know, man. I think we just didn't not do it. Just like I said, and then schooling us, teaching us how to use our bodies, become in touch with ourselves, learn how to reset ourselves, and then learn how to control like our euphoric chemicals that will make us be able to be high when we need to, want to be high, or feel good, or all those. But once you reset and clean your body, like all that stuff's supposed to be the right way, which ultimately, like none of us has really truly felt that way, other than maybe some monks or something, or someone who came off a straight detox. But then again, like I said, but you come into the world with your mom's chemicals. You're her blood, so like she's drinking cokes and alcohol or smoking. Like when you come in, you're already fucked up. So.
Climbing to the top and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fall.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's gonna be a lot, but it'll be cool. It won't be. It's not gonna be as bad as. It's not. It's just because it's just gonna be. This is it. This is how we do it in a discussion, and either you're part of the 7 million or you're not. Either you're making choices or you're not. Either you're taking the steps or you're not. Either you're a sheep or you're not. It is what it is. Either you want responsibility or you don't. And if you don't want responsibility, you're going to have fucking rules. If you do want responsibility, you're going to have a lot less rules. And you're actually, if you want responsibility, you're going to understand it. And it's not, with great power comes great responsibility.
I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose.
And that's where I go. A lot of people are gonna hate me. A lot of people are gonna love me. I don't give a fuck either way. Cause I'm here to be unconditional love. And so you hate me, you don't understand it. You love me, you do. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. You don't have a choice. And that sounds counterintuitive, being this unconditional love. But it's because we subconsciously all made this choice. So that you gave up your right to choose.
Climbing to the top and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions.
You just sit idly by. And then you pout. And you cry. And you whine. And you don't want to do anything about it. Because it's going to mess up whatever you think that you have. And like I said, that makes sense, but it's because you're worshiping money, and you're basing that comfortability on money. And so when that God dies, when I kill that God, when I kill that Goliath, and I'm not saying that me, well, completely, but indirectly, or directly, I'm not doing it directly, technically. It's our own pride and ego. As man, I'm just talking as like the representative of man. Oh, but I am a God killer, so have fun with that, little G. Well, the creator's not God. The creator is the creator. They're in the discussion. Like I said, God is just a hierarchy of whatever. is an interchangeable word for something over something. And so, like, when I say creator, it's like, well, that's his name. Like, he is the creator. Like, that is the action, right? It's like Junior, or we're just little creators, you know? He's big creator, a little creator. And we're going to keep it as that for a while. He wants to say his real name, whatever he wants to be called, which he would be all of the names. That's what I'm saying. That's why the creator itself is just everything. It's Max everything. Creator. Because all names are him. You know, all imagination is him. But the way... See, because then someone could say, well, then anything that you do worship is technically the creator. And, kind of, but it's the intent behind it. It's the intent that's behind it. Well, it'd be more so like, so anything that we make, though, is meant. Even though we're still, that like money would be in the creator's imagination, right? Like he knew anything, whether it was A-bombs or fighter jets, like anything that is in, you know, the creator's imagination. Anything and everything is possible because he is the creator. So we come from him. We are his imagination. Therefore, it's infinite. And but it's calling or worshiping something else other than him, which is other than yourself, like I said. I said, and people are gonna be like, they're gonna try and tear me apart from that. I'm like, whatever, do what you want, but it's gonna do what it does, and it's gonna happen exactly the way I just said it. So when the time comes and you see it happen, and you're like, oh man, this dude was right, and I'm like, yeah. So you do what you want to do. You're either 33 million or you're 7. So you're a sheep or you're not. Either way, you choose. That's just for here. All the rest will follow easy. All the rest of the world will accept. They have no choice. Plus, they actually understand things different than us, though. They're a little bit easier to adapt because their priorities are different. As a collective, as a whole. I mean, it's not that some of the people aren't the same, but as a whole. And a lot, and other countries are willing to go, and wait a minute, you're gonna give me free food and freedom? And housing, and you're not a dick. Sign me up. You got rid of that. You saved her? Yeah. Sign me up. I don't have to go hungry. Nope. Sign me up. And then everyone in America is going to be like, oh, I lost this. I lost this. I lost this. And then 7 million is going to go, this is fucking better. Look how much I gained. Look how much time I gained. I get to spend time with my fucking family. I get to raise my kids. I don't have to go exchange my time and neglect my kids and not raise my kids for money. This is the better option. I get to live. I get to skip. I get to be happy. I get to create. I get to play. Look how much we gained. Look how much time and freedom we gained. And then 330 million are gonna go. Well, I don't know. It'll probably be split. Half of them will be like, "Look how much I lost." But that was because in the old system, they were in the top, and they had what they thought was freedom because they had this green money, and they abused people and they used people, and they were just doing all that other stuff and using us to get there. They don't care about us because everyone only has now. That's what I said. It makes all of us equal because we only have so much time. We all have the same amount of time. We're all going through time together. We're all going through the now together. It makes us all equal. And then one dead thing separates us. That's so stupid. Something that's dead separates us. Something that you guys don't even have real checks and balances about. How many, how big, how much, when you're at, $7 trillion in debt, what does that fucking look like? Think about it. Where's the paperwork on every fucking penny? Huh? Where's the transparency on that? Literally. It's so much. And even if it was that transparent, we couldn't even fucking go through it and check it. And then even then, if there was a discrepancy, you're like, well, how? But that's only fucking a 0.0% of all of that. And how do we even get that back? Well, we can't because we're already in debt of it. But they just did whatever the fuck they wanted to with it. With zero checks and balances. Absolute power. Absolute make-believe. And then we gotta foot the bill and our time and neglect our families to pay for it. And our kids die for it. Go to war for it. Are you serious? It's ridiculous. Just a bunch of fucking garbage. A bunch of incompetent assholes. Talked to a woman last night about it, about terms. In Congress or judges for life. And I told her, I was like, I got a degree in criminal justice. And I was like, I was so lucky because, if I would have been a cop and accepted when I was young, when I graduated, I would have been one. But there was a year period or 2 year period in between because I took the test and they said I failed twice, and then they said they misgraded it. When they called me later, a year later or 2 years later, and then at that time I was like, no, this is ignorant. You guys are that fucking incompetent. You can't even grade a test. Fuck you. You guys are ignorant. I'm not gonna work for that. And so it allowed me to choose. And but because it brought the idea of, back then I was like, if I wasn't in charge, now that I'm looking at it this way, if I'm not in charge of myself, and I was, when you get in that situation and you got your brothers in blue and one of them does this thing and you gotta turn your blind eye. At some point by the time I left, I knew I'd have been a bad cop. Or at least I thought, there's no way, all road leads to me thinking I'm better, thinking I'm above the law, doing all these things, turning a blind eye. Like, it just fucking makes sense. Like, I don't see any other way where you could go and be a cop and never make a fucking mistake. Never do something bad. Never get angry. Never go too far, right? Never get jaded. It's just impossible. I mean, I'm not saying it seems impossible to me. It just really does. And I would just almost say every cop has turned a blind eye somewhere. Every fucking time. On some injustice. Whether it was just your partner handcuffed someone too hard. Or punched somebody in the face and they didn't deserve it. Which they never do, really. Unless they're fighting back or something. A lot of times, like, I watch these things. I've spent time, dude. I've watched this shit, man. These cops are just fucking go ape shit, man. They're human, but they just have an authority trip. Like, but it's because their life sucks at home, and then they're out here doing a hard job, and then it's a very difficult job. I'm not gonna say it's not, but it's just not a good deal, man. But then again, like, no one's ever done that to me. I carry whatever, and it's always pleasant. I mean, there's even been times when I've cussed the cops out, and never an issue. But it's because they knew I had dominant power and knowledge over them, and what they were doing was ignorant, but they just had too much pride and ego to back down. But I only use that in situations when I know it needs to be done. But I don't I'm mean sometimes. I'm very stern. But I have the dominant energy always. So because their color of the law doesn't mean shit to me, and they know it. But I don't push them either. I'm not a complete dick. I still respect them because they're doing a tough job. But like I said, there was a couple scenarios where I put them in their place when they try and tell me the law, and I'm like, you don't understand the law. I don't agree to your law. And I'm not committing a crime. I'm not doing anything wrong. It's different if you're committing a crime or if you're hurting people. Then they kind of do have a little bit to protect other humans, because you can't just be a menace to society. That has nothing to do with law. You just can't be a bully or a menace to society. But whatever. And so that's with the terms, like a judge, or like everyone goes in, well, not everyone, but the majority of people go into these jobs, positions to try and change and to help. But once you get in there and you get comfortable, and like you get a paycheck, you make $200K a year to fucking just vote on stupid shit. You got people coming to you all the time, getting you to do this, getting you to this, put you on their board, pay you 10%, or you get 10% stocks in their company. Like, you just start fucking going ape shit. You're like, okay, I cost 10 grand. I cost 10% of your business. That's my worth. I'll swing it your way. Your product's good. It may not be the best, but if you're going to give me 10%, they're only going to give me 5% of the business. And so it's all those things that are so fucking unethical, and like, it's just all that's happening so much. It's hard to do that, and then you're comfortable and you're making $200K a year. Like, you don't have any problems. Like, you're not in the lower class. Like, you have more than everyone. The government flies you places. You have to do that, whatever. Like, you get just comfortable in it, right? And you don't have to do it. Your morals are gonna be changed. So like, we can't have people in power forever. We can't have them in those positions forever, and this especially fucking judges. It needs to be straight peers always, no fucking judge. And then there's one. There could be one judge. I'll judge it, but there could be But I'm not even gonna learn your name. I'm gonna listen to exactly what happened. I'm gonna ask my other dimensions to tell me what happened, because they were there and they saw it. And then I'll judge. But that's different. But we just can't have people in consistent power forever. And so even then, like, I'm not even really in power. Like, you guys will have to vote on everything, literally, and we're going to use a blockchain for that. With true transparency. Infinite transparency. Because this is your world. This is your heaven. You're creating it. And that's why it's like some people will be in heaven. Some people could technically be in purgatory. But if you change yourself, then you will walk into heaven because you will learn how to be happy. And then the learning how to be happy is walking into heaven. Or you can resist that, or you can play a victim, and you can stay in hell. Like, it's your option. It's your option. But it takes work. It's not freely given to you. It's not a get out of free jail card. Now, us providing like everything you need, that's kind of the reset for you to make it easier. Now you don't have to worry about that, but you got to do these things. Because I can give you all those things and you can still fucking be pissed. So if you don't heal from your past, if you don't heal from your trauma, I can give you everything, but if you're not going to do anything, you're still going to be pouting like a fucking child in the corner. That's up to you. That's not up to me. Oh, Cody's restricting us. I'm like, no. I'm doing no such thing. You're restricting yourself. You're doing that to yourself. And that's the future. I'm gonna smile the whole time because I did the fucking work. I fought myself. I fought my pride and ego. I cried and cried and cried. I was ashamed. I was ashamed. I was ashamed. And I did the work to fix it all. And you're going to have to do the same. The only difference is you don't have to worry about shit. You guys get it fucking easier. So I always do it the hard way. Always. So you can't say shit about it when I make it easy for you. And you can still fucking hate me. I'm gonna go, I did it this way. With less than. On my own. With the whole world judging me. Now you get to do it with no fucking worry. Now you don't have any excuse. I had to sacrifice my fucking everything. I said everything I do is exactly the way it is for reasons. So I can win every time. So there's no fucking doubt. And the way that my creator wants it to happen is the best way. And that's what we're gonna do. The best way, whether you see it that way or not. And you will in time. But it's like, how long are you gonna resist it? And how long are you gonna resist it? Because the resistance hurts. Like, you're gonna be tired just swimming up the fucking river. You can only do it for so long, and then you're gonna be like, probably gonna drown. Because you're gonna be so tired, but by the time you get turned, you can't swim against it anymore, you're gonna be so fucking tired, you're just gonna go under. It's gonna feel miserable. But it's still gonna push you that way, and it's gonna make it even worse. Wherever you just accept it and do the work. In the beginning, when it's easy, when it's fresh, like everybody else is doing, it's simple. Just be simple. Be simple. 224. I don't know, man. I think I'm done. I think this is about right. I have another half of videos, so that's why I wanted to talk tonight. Oh, and then the name thing. So I don't know, but I still have an issue saying people's names. I do feel like I'm only gonna ever really say my kids' names. And then, consistently. And then maybe my significant other. it's too manipulation for me to say people's names. Now, I understand how the world sees it. I understand the progression behind it. I understand it. Like, sometimes I'll say the bartender's name, but usually I just wait till they're in my vicinity, and then I just, hey, I just don't like to use people's names because it opens them up. And I'm doing everything I'm doing. I'm helping people grow. I'm breaking those barriers without it. And the reason why I do it this way, like I said, is because I don't like to use it. It is manipulation. It's false and it's cheating. I want to be able to just be you, be with you, and I don't want to use your name. Because I don't care. You may not even like that name. That name may hold something that, whatever. I don't even want to know it. I know you as you. Okay? I know you as you. It's like a woman called me something the other day. I said, I don't care what you call me. When you look at me and you say hi or whatever, like, I will answer to anything because I know you're looking at me directly or whatever. You know? Like, I do not like using names. It makes fucking zero sense to me. I just don't. When I look you in the eyes, that's enough. That's real. That's not manipulation. And I think the word and the speak of the name is manipulation, and I hate it. It does give me cues when people use it on me. And I said, I don't care. Call me whatever. I'm going to answer. Because I know you're talking to me. But that trick of that's what I'm saying. And then sometimes, so what you would do, like the manipulation tactic in this is, what's up, Amy? And your name is Stacy. And then, so that instantly triggers you, triggers the girl, whatever her name was, I don't even know, either one of those, and it's a manipulation tactic, right? That I forgot, and then whatever, it's all trash. So I don't take any part of it. That's just the way I do things. You do it how you. Because I have people that do it to me all the time. I text Cody. I'm just like, whatever, bro. Like, I just hate it. Number one, I hate my name, per se. Like, I don't hate it, I guess. I just don't like it. I didn't get to choose it, per se. It is what it is. I didn't get to choose it. But I don't want a name either. I would prefer, IVEA. You can call me that. You can call me Cody. You can call me Lori, Tori, Flory. I don't care. Whatever. I don't care. The name means nothing. I'm me. It's a totality where the name is nothing. The name was given. I want to earn my name, I want to earn it. And Cody does mean helper, so technically I've earned that name. But I don't know, just the name thing for me just flips me out. I just don't, it just means nothing. Because it's just your name. I don't care about it. I care about you. And that's all I can say. I don't know how to, otherwise, it don't make sense to me. The name doesn't make sense to me. Names don't make sense to me. And you understand, like, when you interact with me, like, I don't use names. But it's because I remember you. I remember your energy. I remember what you were talking about. I remember how you feel. I don't need a name to remember that. Plus, like I said, when I say people's names, I can watch them change. And I don't like it. It's manipulation. But it is, I guess, technically admiration or vulnerability. But I'm being truly vulnerable with you without your name. And so that to me is more real than me opening you up by using your name. So I really just don't like using it. I would admit, I guess I'd call you. I don't know. I'll call you whatever you want. Like if you say you have a problem with that, and you tell, especially if you're like my partner, that you want me to use your name, I would use it. But you got to tell me because it's something I have to work on. Because I always hold myself back because of that manipulation. I don't like it. You know what? Because people did it to me my whole life. People did it my whole life. It's almost like you know me. Maybe that's what it is. When someone uses your name, it makes you go, you know me, and I'm going, you don't know me. So I just answer to anything. Because really, you don't know me until I tell you. But to me, it just felt like they were using it like to control me. So I don't know. And so now, like I said, I want my actions to prove that I know you. Not me saying, like my actions as far as which me saying, like saying your name. And I want my actions to prove that I know about you. And the words that I say, not just your name. Like I was like, I remember this about you. I remember we had this conversation. I remember this. I remember that. I remember you on that day. I remember what you was wearing. I remember this. I remember what you said. I remember all this stuff. I remember what you was doing. That, not your name. So that's just me. I don't know. But obviously, when I have kids, I got to say their name. I'm yelling at them across the room. I love you. But I don't know. That's just me, man. I don't know. Whatever, to each his own. It's not right, it's not wrong. Plus, like, it's a sales thing. Like I said, I don't know. And so I'm not pitching anything. Like, this is it. It's me. And I'm gonna prove to you that I know you. By giving you time and attention and focus. Without using your name to break open it. Without cheating. Do it my way. The Vine way. You can call me the Vine. IVEA. Holla. Love y'all. Peace. I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us so worth hearing. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man it hurts son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done. Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motive. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. I got all the voters. I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it. Having millions as a witness. I'ma
addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they look and see through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you. Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer. I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us all worth hearing on. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done. Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer. I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they look and see through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you. Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer. I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us all worth hearing on. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done. Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer. I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they look and see through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you. forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us all worth hearing. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done. Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. I got all the voters. I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love to race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they looking see-through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you. Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us all worth hearing. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done. Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. I got all the voters. I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love to race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they looking see-through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you. Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the votes.
They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us so worth hearing. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motive, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. I got all the voters.
I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they looking see-through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motive, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us so worth hearing. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motive, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. I got all the voters.
I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they looking see-through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motive, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us so worth hearing. I'm the first first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motive, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters, you could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. I got all the voters.
I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they looking see-through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motive, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters, you could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us so worth hearing. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motive, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters, you could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. I got all the voters.
I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they looking see-through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motive, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters, you could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us so worth hearing. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love to race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they looking see-through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us so worth hearing. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love to race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they looking see-through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us so worth hearing. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't got all the voters.
I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they look and see through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer. I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us all worth hearing. No, I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer. I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they look and see through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer. I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us all worth hearing. No, I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer. I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they look and see through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters, you could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us all worth hearing. No, I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters, you could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. Yeah, I got a different motor, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters, you could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they look and see through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters, you could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us all worth hearing. No, I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters, you could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.